Hello, folks. Welcome back to more Chongqing major action here on channel number 2. And one hell of a game we got. This belongs in the first channel, surely. We got LGD versus Team Secret, of course. Killer Pigeon, and back once more. He's still awake. He's still alive and kicking. It is Lizard.
Hello.
How you feeling, Liz? Feeling good?
Great, man. I'm hyped. Team Secret versus PSG. LGD versus PSG versus LGD. Hyped. Can't wait to watch this match. And already the opener is so much, well, honestly, kind of to be expected. We see Earth Spirit that's probably going to be played by Yapzor on one side, and then we see Tusk and Grimstroke from PSG.LGD. This combination is just so strong. I'm not surprised they picked it up. Now, Pigeon, I have to tell you something.
Okay.
So PSG and LGD and Team and Secret, they fought each other in Moscow, Megaphone Challenge, and PSG actually took a clean sweep. They won versus Team Secret. But Team Secret, they didn't have their boy Yapzor playing for them. Instead, it was EU standing in.
That is true.
And we were all thinking, like, what's going to happen when Team Secret... Actually, PSG won that tournament. But Team Secret, they did put up a fight. I think they won one out of one match in their best of 3. So everyone was wondering what's going to happen when Yapzor is back. And now we're going to see it, because these two teams, they haven't matched up in the last month, right? They haven't played after that tournament. LGD wasn't on the minor. They weren't playing any tournaments which Team Secret was playing. And this is gonna be very interesting, especially with the Elder Titan pickup, by the way. I love this hero. I hate him at the same time because of that moment in which he hits you for 100 damage, minute 3 on the lane. But it makes me wonder, 90% it's the Yapzor Spirit, right?
It's most likely. I mean, you could run it as an offlane as an alternative. This could easily be an ET5 as well. We know Team Secret do like to run these kind of duo supports that are strength-based, just very tanky, and run-at-you type heroes. I mean, Is there any other way that you run ET right now? I know I remember a few teams last year liked it in the mid occasionally, but it just doesn't feel like a hero that suits that right now.
Yeah. There isn't. There is no hero that suits Elder Titan. There's many ways you can play him. Come on, what do you mean? How many ways can you play him? You can come up and staple someone for 400 damage or for 300 damage minute 3, or you can go for the Soul Ring build. Actually, now jokes aside, you can go for you go for the Soul Ring build anyway, most likely. But you can do that old school Elder Titan that's on the lane that helps his offlaner, or if he's the offlaner, he doesn't have to roll back and stack for himself. Like, it can. The hero is very, very flexible and very versatile.
That's a fair way of looking at it. I think what we need to see from Team Secret is a hero that can actually exploit those stacks, right? So you get... I think the biggest problem we've seen for a while with ET picks is that heroes that didn't really want to stack, or rather, they didn't want to take the stacks at a decent point. So you saw these ET picks, and they'd stack these huge camps, they get loads of damage, and then that gold, that potential gold source would remain untouched for 10, 15 minutes at a time. Or until your opponent came into your jungle and stole it, which was the regular.
In the last series, though, we had Luna and we had the Sven. Sven has been banned out. Luna is still in the pool. Like, she can be one of those heroes that can clear those stacks that you just mentioned. Is that a possibility?
Maybe.
Or one of them.
LGD could get the Luna. With what they've got right now, it'd be pretty strong. Or you go for a Terrorblade. All right, he can go in the jungle at level 1, so I guess, he's semi-counts anywy.
Yeah, I don't know. TB versus Elder Titan was never really optimal, because ET can definitely deal with your illusions fairly well. He can initiate from range, and the lane, like, he can staple you. But you do have that high armor. It's somewhat all right, and you have that Grimstroke that can help you out.
Although ET is more tanky with the Spirit out now, so he can actually run at the Terrorblade with less risk to him, right?
Is this going to be a jug? Oh, Underlord.
Oh, hello.
What?
This is something which doesn't appear very often anymore.
It's not only that it doesn't appear very often. It's the fact that they picked an underlord after Earth Spirit and ET, and we expected one of these two to be their offlaner, and now you have the underlord, and most likely he's gonna cover that role, right? I mean, there people have been playing underlord mid. There, like if you remember, even a few months back on a tournament, there was underlord mid with radiance and just the hero tanks up and just rolls out of control. There was even the Helm of Dominator build on underlord on mid or Atos. There are options, but I still would rather see Zai playing him. But that leaves the question open: is this going to be some Puppy Elder Titan? It wouldn't be the first time. Like Puppy Elder Titan with the buckler just running around doing God knows what, pretty much nothing but telling his team what they have to do at every point in the game. So he kind of controls the strings, controls his little puppets. So overall, it's interesting, to say the least. Like Underlord, I didn't expect this pick. And with the OD ban, it does make some sense. Like you don't really have that counter to the Underlord.
Yeah, they can't go for the Slark either because they've already picked the Terrorblade, so it's unlikely. And I think you look at Team Secret right now, the tankiness of the lineup is actually pretty insane, right? With the passive from the Underlord plus free strength heroes.
Oh, look at them, man. Just pick a Timber and go through
and then
all
do
these
nothing,
heroes.
right? It's pick a Timber and then you have no win condition, right?
Well, you have the TB to actually push. I'm not kidding. Like Timber right now would be all right, but there's Monkey in the pool. There's Ursa in the pool. There are some heroes that you would have to be worried about. So maybe not the best pick right now. But what's Chalice gonna play? I mean, Razor would be good. He's played Razor in the last couple of games, and
they banned it though. That was like first phase. They instantly went to it because of how he done the last series.
Feels bad.
But Tidehunter though, he did make it through. This was a hero that he was picked a lot of the minor, but he did not have a good win rate at all. I think he was like 20-25%.
I mean, I still like Tide. He's fun. And on the lane, he's pretty legit. Like he can diminish the damage from the ET. And he's not really easy to kill with Earth Spirit rotations. So you basically have two heroes on the lanes that are all right, but fall off a bit later. Like TB with his 11 armor, he's really good versus Elder Titan in the laning stage, but later on, like his armor does absolutely nothing when Elder Titan gets his passive up. And Tidehunter as well, like in the laning stage, he's gonna be really strong, but later he can struggle the same way. And I don't know. This Underlord completely put me off. I can't really figure out their draft any longer, and I always love when that happens. It makes the game much more interesting. It makes the draft much more interesting. It's actually boring predicting everything.
See, Liz, he was being a smarty pants, right? He had his sheets out. He had more papers than Seb, basically. He knew what was coming. There we go. There's a Timbersaw. So he was right about this one. I mean, he knew where he was going after the Underlord is no one can die. LGD can't win if no one can die on the side of Secret.
Do you think this is a block pick? I mean, there isn't. I don't know. I don't know if there's space for Timber on PSG's lineup, but there's definitely space for some Monkey or something, because Monkey is good versus Underlord versus Timber versus all these heroes. I would love to see Monkey on PSG. Do they play it though? And it's a hero that would create space for TB if he has a good laning stage. Now they ban out the Arc Warden, something that Secret just runs out and loves playing. That makes sense.
Could you potentially have the Monkey on the side of Secret? Like, it's not bad against these heroes, right? Against the Tide. The Tusk can brutalize you, but if you run up mid, for example, maybe, but you don't have farm pick, so it could be risky. Like, you need something safe. You've got Timbersaw for the mid lane or Underlord. Like, Team Secret, you literally can't place anything on this team right now. It's like, okay, it could, for all we know, be an Elder Titan core.
Position 5 Timbersaw. Position 5 Timbersaw running around.
Nah, that's the boss 5 Underlord. You just run at people and click them. It's a very simple life.
Why not? Why not? Position 5 Timbersaw with a buckler. Position 5 Underlord with a buckler. It's Puppy. Whatever you play. The Crystal Maiden, buy a buckler. Just run around.
He just likes the bucklers. They're very fashionable. And there's a troll pick.
Yeah. This was actually very predictable. We could have guessed, as it's a hero that works so well against Terrorblade, right? Especially with the changes to his ultimate.
Well, Team Secret
can't-
are team unkillable right now. Like this has been the whole point we've been saying up to this point.
Just look at them. Imagine encountering these 5 guys in a dark alley. No, please not.
You should be battered around between them. You never get a swing in. Not a swing that would matter anyway. I think LGD needs something big team fight oriented because right now it's all in the tide. And if Ravage fails, what do you do?
Yeah, I guess with the Tide, what you can do is not really just focus on that Ravage, but get some utility and provide your team with some Vlads or items like that so that you can push easier, right, with that Terrorblade meta. But I don't know. I honestly think they have to solve this Timbersaw issue on the lane. All right, Pugna. I mean, that's one of the ways. It's definitely one of the ways. It's good versus most of these heroes, right? And it gives you another additional pushes and a hero that actually does not rely high cooldowns because, as you said, they could have went all in on the team fight and like let's say they get another huge cooldown with the Tidehunter and TB, then you have 3 heroes that have to commit 80 plus seconds cooldowns. While Pugna, he doesn't really care. He just spams his blast left, right, and center and takes down your building.
Keep in mind that is against a Troll though, and Troll, a hero that people kind of skew and misunderstand in the early game. It's really about these whirling axes, a form of nuke, which is actually pretty cost effective. So Pugna has to be very careful with his positioning to not get caught by that at all. It also means, as opposed to other heroes where you decrepify them and block them from getting last hits, Troll always has that backup method with the whirling axes to actually get CS.
It's going to be definitely a very interesting Troll game, especially considering it's Nisha playing it. Not really a hero that I've seen him play way too much, but he's a versatile player, and I'm certain he's going to perform well. Anyway,
It'd be intriguing to watch.
It's mid one Timber. It's Zai on the Underworld. As we expected, it's Puppy on the position 5 Elder Titan, and the Yapsor Reserve Spirit. I can't wait to see the Reserve Spirit being played as a core as well. Like on position 4, Yapsor is gonna have farm. He's gonna do enough, I'm certain. But this hero has a core. When you give him a little bit of farm and experience, it's actually level 15 talent when he goes out of control. If he gets it early on, that is.
True. I mean, I've been saying the same thing about Tusk. Like, Tusk is in the same scenario. Like, that level 15 talent means you can insta-clear creep waves, so you can split push effectively. And also a hero that uses levels very well to use your strength gain and the way Walrus Punch works. But most teams favor it in the possible role, and it makes sense. Both these heroes want to roam. They just want to go killing. They don't want to sit in a lane and just try and absorb space.
They're definitely very similar in that aspect. Are we going to see another smoke PSG? Nope, not this time. They did have the Tusk, but yeah.
I'll hold on to it. So, do they... They're actually sticking 2-1-2 right now in the start for PSG. Be interesting to see if they hold this, though, because with the Tusk and a Terrorblade, there's a lot of kill potential at level 1. So if you bring down like a Grimstroke as well, you can easily find a First Blood.
Yeah, but the same can't really be said, right, for Zai, Puppy, and Yapsor. They're very beefy, but they lack control. You can start off with the Earth Spirit, with the Falling Boulder, but the Earth Spirit started with bullets. There's no Orb of Venom. There's no real follow-up afterward. You can't really slow them down either. So you basically have to rely on them being completely out of position for that to work.
Oh, they go going to Yapsor. They actually block him in here. He was a little bit too bold. And I was about to praise these boots pickup because I was like, okay, I understand why he's doing this. The tag team is the problem. He knows they can block his rollaways, but when you walk up blind onto the high ground like that...
Listen, I'm certain Yapsor is going to perform. That was just
warming up.
He's warming up. He was scouting. He knew what was happening. He was scouting them.
LGD. They will allow Secret to have one rune at least. 3 going the way of LGD nonetheless, though.
Yeah, they're much stronger here because Secret committed 3 heroes on the bottom lane, so they can take top 2 runes and 1 on the bottom. So it's good.
See if they actually stick with this start. Like I said, I like the boots over Orb of Venom or Stout just because you're up against the Tusk with the tag team. You know you can't really effectively trade in that scenario. You need to back away from him as soon as he tag teams.
Usually when I see boots, what I expect from the hero is rotate a bit more, when you see someone like Puppy with Stout and 4 tangos, you expect him to be on one lane and just just straight hits. But when you see Earth Spirit with boots, you're actually expecting him to at least be doing this, which is creep skipping and giving some farm to his Underlord for free. If he manages to creep skip properly, that's it.
That does mean you've got mid 1 Chalice left alone top, 1v1. No one should really die in this lane. This should be just a chill lane.
Yeah, it should be a chill lane until Timber gets leveled. Tide should be uncontested early on, but later on, if mid 1 gets few early deaths off of Chalice, like Chalice can actually die. So he has to be careful, but later on. Right now, it's a dead lane. Nothing's really happening.
It's also a very effective tool with the Chakram against the Tide. You can debuff, but you can't debuff the slow. The slow is consistent, and as you lose health, it does become a problem. Mid lane, we talked about this a little bit. They are even on CS so far, and it should stay that way. But meanwhile, Elder Titan in the bot lane.
Yep.
Puppy a little far forward, actually.
Yeah, he said, fight me, and they fought him. And
they said, all right.
All right, and he dies. That's what happens when you fight against 3. Even though you're a 2-meter giant, he's actually huge in real life. You saw him, right? Like, can't really
Puppy.
fight.
Yeah, I thought we were on Elder Titan. I was like, it's not that tall. Oh yeah. Puppy is quite large. He definitely ate all of his vegetables growing up.
Definitely.
Eat veg, kids. Be big and strong like Puppy.
Do you actually know that guy actually fought one tournament with his hand broken? Someone was messing with Andy, and he hit the guy, and he broke his hand, and he won that tournament. He played it with a broken hand, and still, I think that was in some Croatia or something like that. I don't know.
Some moment you lift the trophy, like, yeah,
some Slavic country in any case.
Mid lane, aggression coming out in the knee shot. They can't hit the Never Blast though. Yapsor's just bodyguarding against this because FY was sneaking in with an Arcane Rune. And it just seems like a mirror mode for Yapsor right now. Wherever FY goes, he's planning to follow.
Yeah, pretty much. He has those boots, so it's very simple for him to follow FY or even outmaneuver him. And now he's just body blocking this, but he has to be careful.
Yeah, they're going to move in. They use the snowball already. Inkswell going for the TP away just in time. No! No! It was just quick enough.
Was he porting to the fountain? He was, right?
I believe so. And more importantly, he now has no quick way out. I mean, he's got boots, plus he's got the roll. But still, that's a lot of wasted time for an Earth Spirit that is still level 1.
Yeah. So far, I was praising Yapsor. I was expecting a lot to happen. I mean, this Earth Spirit right now is in a good position. The hero, it's not only Yapsor on it. Like, Earth Spirit is so strong at the moment, and I expect him to do a lot, but not so good so far.
Definitely underwhelming. And of course, LGD have split up into a 2-1-2 now. Roll in on the bot lane. FY snowball dodge. Oh.
Tusk King. FY God.
Called the Tusk King for a reason. Just trying to prove it right here. Say what you want about True Sight. But, well, he had full sight of what was coming in there. You know when an Underlord is squaring up with you like that, something's happened.
Yeah, that's 45 damage.
Oh, he needs to be careful. Tacking's going to be the Metamorphosis as well. Armade just hitting into him. Just trying to force him away, though. Yapsor will zone out. They should be fine. Need to be careful with the body blocks, though. FY again. Just squaring up against Yapsor. The body smash is going to come out. He rolls in. Try says, fine. If you want to fight, we'll do it. Armade goes down. They do get Earth Spirit in return, but FY, he's in trouble. Zai will just give him the right clicks.
I mean, it was actually a little bit obvious because if you checked Underlord damage before that brawl started, he had like plus 50. So
now he has plus 115. Top lane is actually might go down here. Body blocks on this lane as well. Puppy squaring up here. Storm, no. He put it in the wrong place. He didn't cover all the angles. And while we're talking about that, in the bot lane side does go down. But he takes Terrorblade with him.
Mid one is still chasing, by the way. He's still going for it.
He's committed to this kill. The problem is there's a shrine. He's going to force that usage to move away. Just in time for the runes as well. So mid one, zoning out to ensure that he can get his hands on those bounties. Yapsor, he'll get the other ones as well. That's going to be 4 for the side of Secret.
This is over. 4 bounty runes to Secret. Let's go next.
Yeah, we're done with this game. All right, we've seen enough fancy plays, folks. The body block's on point in multiple lanes. You don't need more.
Yeah, very unfortunate on top lane, by the way. Even Puppy's body blocks were on point. Mid one managed to miss the whirling death on Tide. If he connected with that one, that's that Tide 100%. But yeah, they don't get that kill, and at the same time, they lose Zai on the offlane. What?
But right now, if you're in this scenario where you're trading and Terrorblade's dying with Metamorphosis on, you're happy. You're happy with that outcome.
You're super happy, definitely, especially as an Underlord, because right now he's on his peak performance, right? He has his level 5, he has level 3 Firestorm. It's very hard for Terrorblade to even come close to him without that meta, at least, right?
Definitely a solution to the big fat armor of the Terrorblade, up to 18 armor already while under this tower. Of course, Firestorm doesn't give a damn about that. And this is the other value that you can get out of the Underlord is, in a scenario where the Terrorblade plays overly defensive, you just pull the creep waves across into a camp, and you get double the farm due to Firestorm.
Yeah, you get double the farm, and at the same time, there's one issue that I see for Team Secret. It's this mid tower. It's already half HP. The troll has to abandon the lane because they committed the Grimstroke to mid lane as well. They realized that this Grimstroke isn't able to help bottom as long as the meta isn't there, right? And now that the meta is coming back online, we're gonna see X-Nova most likely rotate bottom, and then they're gonna try and
find a pick off, maybe. Yeah. It's always awkward as well, because if Yapsol's nearby, he can disrupt your initiation, he can save his core, and if you're rotating this many heroes, you don't want to be leaving just to kill on a support. Especially if you commit the Metamorphosis. Roll in. One of the Terrorblade is going to slow him down the Boulder Smash as well. Ice Shard's try and protect. Ame, Snowball will protect him. They're going to move away under the creeps, but they're going to keep on chasing. Dragon Fate to slow him down. Zai will just TP away. Sees there's a problem incoming. As multiple heroes arrive, Pugner chasing in with the Inkswell with the haste on him. Yapsol has no easy way. He's got the roll. He needs to go for it right now, though, and it gets blocked. Looks like they should be able to find Boulder Smash. Life Drain's going to be there.
I think if he kicks Pugna there first, I think he survives. But instead he tries to roll without kicking. That's why he died. He could have done it in a different way.
All in all, still, it is bad to go down there, but Pugna just came from the mid lane there. You alleviate pressure, and there's 4 heroes in that bot lane from LGD just to get that one kill.
Pugna actually didn't come from the mid lane. He was top lane. He was trying to set up a gank on this Timbersaw for like at least 20 seconds. And then he went and rotated bottom lane, so he lost a lot of time already.
And he hasn't taken the tier 1. Like, this is the big point. Life Drain coming out, and it's enough to secure the kill on the Puppy. Phantom's Embrace as well. LGD, they are committing a lot of resources to find these support pickoffs, though. Which kind of like questions, at what point do you deal with the Timbersaw? At what point do you deal with the Troll? Because Nisha, he's happy with this outcome. We've seen this type of play from Secret before, but they'll just throw bodies at the problem and allow Nisha to just do what he wants, whether it's a Troll Warlord or a Terrorblade.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. They don't have any real ways of dealing with Timber, and not right now at least. And only now do they take this tier 1 tower on mid. I think it could have fallen much earlier if they committed to it, but instead they committed on searching for these useless sport pickoffs, right?
Mm-hmm. And basically it just creates a safe zone for Troll for longer.
Exactly. Puppy doesn't care if he dies. Like, it's an Elder Titan. He's gonna get a few levels. He already has Boots and Bracers. Like, he doesn't need a lot more as a position 5 Elder Titan. They're not looking for any major items.
Meanwhile, Yapsol has got his urn, of course, as well as the boots, which he started with. Now he needs to get that double bracer, at which stage he's almost impossible to drop. Almost.
Top lane?
They're going in here. One mid, one. Life Drain as well. Should get him blown up. The Inkswell going pop. So will he. So
the Phantom's Embrace versus Timber is really good, because if you use Chakram, you can't really hit it anymore, and you're done. Like, you can't do anything. You're perma-silenced. And at the same time, they have a nice combo between Pugna and Phantom's Embrace, because you can decrepify the Phantom Embrace target, and you just can't deal with that bug. So
definitely
overall, they have some ways.
They
have some ways of.
Oh, what? Wait,
they have some ways of dealing with the Timber. That's all.
All right, yeah. No, I was just gonna say, like, Phantom's Embrace is the spell now, right? Like, everyone was always obsessed with Inkswell. But when you find these combos, like you highlight, Decrepify, and then, of course, Timber screwing himself over, Phantom's Embrace really just feels over the edge, and like you can just imagine Loda saying, "Is this what? How is this balanced?
How is it balanced?
How's it balanced?
Tell me, Zai on the bottom lane. How's this
Going in,
balanced?
Zai, Uber on out. Only one passenger on this ride though.
Yapzor and Nisha did miss the busts.
They actually snowball in. Pugner's here as well. They might be doing. He's got the battle trance to work with. He's going to give the TP away. The Ravage gets committed. He has got the battle trance. He's going to get off. Turns around. FY's just going to kite him out though and try and move away. Zai is here to assist. He's looking to back off from this. Magnetize as well. Chalice standing his ground against it. The farm tap comes through. Looks like maybe we'll get the kill. Chalice might give his life a return. Tide getting pretty low here. They have got the Inkswell on to protect. Turn around as Zai is going to get him low. Never blast. Going to pop onto the ground. Turns around the Firestorm. Now Timbersaw getting a roll. Mid one can't do enough though. It's a double kill already for the Pug. It's going to move through. It should be enough. Tide Hunter finally goes down, but no, the stroke of fate through from X-Nova. Snipes out the kill in mid one. Another Soulbind. They're chasing for more. Boulder Smash stops the pursuit in its tracks though. And now LGD can take this tower.
X-Nova is so good on his Dream Stroke. That was just amazing play. Overall, the silences, everything was on point.
Very potent hero, especially in the hands of a very skilled support such as X-Nova.
I really like also the FY's build. He's rushing that vessel. He realizes that they definitely do need it in this game. Versus the Troll, versus the Timber, versus the Underlord. And usually on Tusk you see some people go for double bracers, lads or something like that. But they definitely need that vessel in this match.
And especially in this type of game, you don't have to worry about the Vlads. Tide already picking that up. It is the type of hero that can do this now. Not really a big focus on Blink daggers anymore. People identifying the big problem with going Blink on Tide is when Ravage is on cooldown, you do nothing. Bot lane, fight going on. Yapzor standing his ground but low on HP. FY does get the final tap, now trying to move away, but mid one should finish him off. Meanwhile, they do get the kill to Pugner. Zai pursuing, looking for more, and X-Nova has no easy way out of this. Puppy got the storm just in time. No! He waited too long. He hesitated. I think it was just about on cooldown.
No.
No, it wasn't at all. He just waited.
It wasn't, yeah. He just waited for some reason. He definitely could have gotten him there if he just clicked. As soon as the target started working, you press the Echo Stomp, you always get it off. But he waited a bit too much.
Well, they miss a kill, but at least Nisha is pushing on the mid lane, and no one is really stopping him from taking this tower. And he'll just walk it off. No threat to him. Ice Shard's coming out right now. Snowball in. FY going pretty deep. The Water Punch there as well. Split it through. Nisha with a TP away. This is ball just in time. One more tap was required. He does make it out in one piece.
That third splitter is actually what saved him, right? Because it cancelled that right click in the end, so Troll survives. Really well played by Puppy.
Nicely
also,
done.
Very ballsy to just try and port out like that. I would have clicked that ulti one.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have been TPing out. You would have been running deeper.
Yeah, and I'm a tier 8 CIS player, not really.
This is why you're not at the Chongqing major, Liz. This
exactly.
You're in the Carson seat instead.
This is why I'm analyzing.
You're not like, this is not a very good elevator pitch.
Listen. Last year I played against Nisha with my team, with my stack. He was with England, I think, at that time. We lost like, I think 10 out of 10 games. So I'm satisfied with analyzing and not losing 24/7.
Just watching the brawl between the two boss fours right now. It's kind of amusing. They're buying a lot of time from each other, but nothing really coming out from either side. Now FY getting turned around on. He says, "This is my safe zone. This is where I am not going to be touched." Sadly, Nisha finds his way in.
I think he tried to shard himself onto the low ground, but didn't manage to. Instead, just blocked himself in, unfortunately.
You know, it's just a sandbagging. You hide behind the shards, you pretend there's not a problem in the world. But, I mean, Nisha, he committed the battle trance for that kill. That's how much he's hating FY on this Tusk right now.
I mean, it's a good kill. And if you don't commit it, there's a chance that he buys his team enough time for them to come and help him with the snowball, with the walrus punch, you know. So, overall, I agree with the battle trance usage there.
Mid one has gone for this holy locker, by the way. They're going to go on him right now. He hang around a little too long, and there's a Ravage coming out. Earthsplit does get dodged out. They cancel the life drain for this. Had they got enough damage to request and go snowball in mid one? Stands his ground, but it's too late. He will go down. They can't assist him. No battle trance to work with. They're just looking for the runes instead. Nice rune to 2 from Zai.
I mean, Zai is here, but they don't have the damage without their Timber Stomp. Even with the Troll there, even if he commits, like, they are really lacking in the damage department.
And that's the thing. Let's be realistic. The troll doesn't really have anything. I mean, he's got decent farm, but he's not really able to apply any of that.
And there's always the crab fight to stop him from actually doing anything. So you have to rely on Yapzor and on Timber to dish out most of the damage. That's basically your main damage output.
Yapzor does have the double bracer now, so he can tank and sustain for a decent
double
amount.
Bracer? Oh, unkillable. Unkillable.
If you die now, then you've done something wrong. Like, you know, come on. It's impossible, guys. 1.5k HP on a support at level 8. When you look on the other side, these, 1000 HP on Grimstroke. Tusk is up to 1.6k with the VIP booster.
Yeah, and he's finishing that Vessel any second now. He's got it, and it's gonna be even easier to kill this Timber. I mean, they really dealt with this Timber so very well so far.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue for him right now is X-Nova and his level 3 Phantom's Embrace. Like, you have to hit it more times.
Well, that's why he's going towards this Yules next. You did already see him pick up the Holy Locket, which Timber feels like this hero designed for this item, really.
I think Yules is necessary versus the... I'm not certain if it even gets rid of the bug.
I think if you time it right, like, you can go up and then it will go away and you won't take damage. But yeah, I think it does persist.
It's still silenced, right?
That's when you come down, like, if you haven't timed it right, you'll still be silenced and then you'll take damage as well.
So Yules versus the Vessel, definitely necessary. There's another option of Flotus, but Yules is definitely better in this kind of a game. And I don't know, Troll is good versus Terrorblade, so it's there are ways for Secret to take these mid-game engagement, but they have to be very careful about the way they do it, because they are playing against a team that has Ravage up right now. Well, any second now.
Mid one's playing a little bit ferociously, shall we say. There were pings coming out they're thinking about, but they find a better target actually. Puppey, he thought it was safe in his own jungle, not realizing LGD had invaded the Holy Triangle. We'll be able to secure this tier 2 now as well. Chalice is checking out the tree line first.
Right now, Puppey is probably their best defender, so it's very unfortunate for him to die that way.
They're looking at mid one here. They commit. They're reluctant. TP's coming in. Soulbind connects on the 2. Now the Phantom's Embrace on them as well. They need to escape from this. And they do it quick enough. Yap's all going to be stunned up before he can get rid of the Phantom's Embrace. Ice Shards blocks him in. Mid one. The Spirit Vessel meaning he can't regen up. He'll go down. Yapsor will be able to move away quick enough. They ping out there. They know he's around here. Stroke Fate does connect on him. He can roll away and look for the TP.
That's so very scary for Secret, because honestly, they didn't even need those supports. The Tusk and the Grimstroke were just fine enough on their own. Like, they could have handled Timber and Tusk. They could have handled Timber and Earth Spirit, sorry. So, these two supports are doing so much on the side of GD. Well, Puppey, like, he's not really able to do a whole lot right now, even though this hero is really good versus Terrorblade. So if you combine Puppey and Troll and you have a proper team fight, like, you can take down this Terrorblade 100%. The only problem is they do have a save. They have
Zai. That's not good. No save for Zai. He's been left alone to his fate. They send the whole damn team there just to make sure that the Underlord goes down.
Even with that Crimson Guard completed on it, like, he still dies so fast.
And this is problematic. It's only a 4k net worth lead, but look at the control LGD has over the map. And Secret, like, this is the peak point for a hero like Timbersaw, and he's not feeling it at all. He feels like he's behind.
That's definitely a problem. Like, when you pick a Timber, it's like 19 minutes in, you want to be almost unkillable. Like, after the laning stage, you want to be that beast that goes in front and prevents this from happening. But the only thing that he's able to do is basically the same thing that Elder Titan is doing, and that's spam, creep wave, and hope for the best. They have no true frontliner in this Timbersaw that they expected they would have. And the same goes for Underlord, because he just died very easily too. You pop a Vessel on him and tag team him down.
I mean, realistically, right now, Secret don't have any good kill potential. Everything they do is defensive.
Yeah. They just need to wait for this BKB on Isha.
He might be in trouble himself. Spirit Vessel comes out. Ice Shards in the wrong place, but they'll slow him down with the Gush. Circuit Fate won't be there, but Prepify will. He's got the Battle Trance to work with, but it's not worth it. He gets Dagon down.
Oh, that Dagon just got finished on Pogna.
It's a good pickup in this type of game as well, right? Like against the Troll is the primary one. It'll be decent against the Timber in the state of the game right now. Like he doesn't have any defense against magic damage.
Yeah. Mostly versus the Troll, primarily that is, but definitely versus the Timber too. After
Puppy. Well, he died here recently. He's got backup this time though. Zai's there. Doesn't matter. Life drain. Taking him down. Chalice with the body blocks and the anchor smash to finish him off. Nope. Crimson Guard might keep him alive. Stomp coming out just in time to be able to move away. Chalice still chasing though. 4-star forward. Gets the final touch with the anchor smash.
This is very unfortunate because when something like this happens, usually, if you are the Dire team, you're gonna punish it. If it takes so much time for PSG.LGD to kill a position 5, and if that tide goes to 50% HP while doing it, you expect some retaliation. You expect that Third Spirit to roll in. You expect your team to have enough damage to take down that tide and punish the overcommitment. But they just are not there yet. They don't have the items, they don't have the levels. And they were dead.
Yeah, being dead does tend to kind of hamper your ability to do things.
Yeah. Being dead isn't really the best.
Stomp too late from Puppy. Aegis has been claimed by Arme. And now they can actually probably eye up top. There's still a tier 2 remaining up there for the side of Team Secret. Could be the next target.
BKB on Arme's Terrorblade, so he's not gonna care way too much about that Timber any longer. So the only problem that they've got is this Troll, and they have ways of dealing with him right now. He is finishing his BKB any second now. But there are no moves. Like, it feels like Secret, there aren't many moves that they can make. Like, they can't just smoke up right now. They have a smoke on Earth Spirit, and they are pushing out this mid lane, but it doesn't... I have a feeling that they have to do something, because if they fight on their side of the map right now, with the Terrorblade DD and Aegis, they're gonna lose that fight, and after that an objective 100%. So at least try to fight them on their side of the map, so that once that meta is used, they can't really take down a full side instantly after.
Yeah, you're now in a problematic kind of position, shall we say. Like a DD on the Terrorblade being used to take this top tower. And Metamorphosis is coming off cooldown now. With that BKB we talked about, there's a good chance LGD just run at your high ground now. They've got a Pugna, they've got a Terrorblade. They're going to force Secret to do something. And this is do or die right now. Nice Stomp coming out. Buys a little bit of time. Brood in the spot. Boulder Smash pulling him down. Armade down to half HP already. Crimson Guard will slow this down a lot, actually. They might just pop this Aegis. Life Drain keeps him up. BKB gets activated by the Terrorblade, in fact. That's a big win for Secret.
This is a huge victory for them, because they effectively have defended this lane now. Terrorblade has to go back. With that BKB forced, I expected him to try and sunder someone instead of BKB, but no one was close enough, so he had to use that BKB just to save his Aegis. And because of that, he can't really remain. He can't continue pushing, because if he manages to die with that Aegis, they can take him down 2 times because he has no BKBs.
Lovely dumped by Secret, and then immediately go bot. They're actually looking to get some pressure out on the map and force LGD away from their base.
Yeah, the only problem between these 3 that are on the bottom lane is that neither one of them can really pressure this tower. This tower is still on almost 100% of HP, untouched.
Yeah, I do like the move by Zai nonetheless. They can TP back to base and allows them to at least get out of the base and do something, as opposed to just locking down the doors and guarding against the siege. Crimson Guard again, just to slow this down. Chalice.
Yeah, it's great. That's perfect for Pugna, bro.
Exactly. He can just melt through these buildings still. You need to deal with maybe somehow. But right now, he's just having the time of his life. Nothing really phases him. Nothing really threatens him.
He has that level 3 Dagon.
Yeah, Nisha's going to have to pop the BKB pretty early in these engagements at this rate.
And there's another issue. You can't wait for that low HP to pop Battle Trance, because you might just get zapped. That's a small problem.
Just a tiny one. I'm really concerned about this tide as well. They 4-star Blink Dagger, going for the AC next as well. You have to breach. You have to get past him to the Terrorblade in these fights, and it's hard to see how they're going to do it right now on the side of Secret.
Yeah. It's hard to go past this manly Tidehunter. Look at him. So buffed and manly and big. It's hard to go through Chalice. You pointed that out so well.
It's hard to see him right now as well, because of the smoke. They might connect here. Yapsaw, they see him. A blink in, he tries for the roll away. It's too late though, and the life drain, a little misclick coming out there as he was trying to heal up the Tidehunter. Roll away from Yapsaw, but the final attack, no. Long range, meet the new sniper in eternally dead form, as maybe does get the final tap for the kill in the spirit.
Yeah, he was trying to suck the life out of Earth Spirit, but he ended up sucking off this guy. But it's fine. Earth Spirit dies in the end.
This isn't fine though. Mid one's been found. Yule's gonna come out and says, no way am I getting life drain like this, but the Dagon's there. And Walrus Punch holds him in the spot before he can Timber Chain away. And mid one is not having a very fun game, that's for sure.
Honestly, at this point I'm wondering, was this Timber just a block pick? Did they just panic pick it because they had 3-4 strength heroes and they realized that Timber would destroy them if picked against them? Is that why they force picked it? Because it's not doing absolutely anything in this match. It's very lackluster.
Definitely leaving a lot of questions to be asked. Secret going for this lineup that couldn't die, and well, actually the scoreboard is saying very much the opposite. 20-7 so far, 12k net worth lead already for LGD.
Yeah. Offense is your best defense, right? That's the thing, and PSG, they definitely have enough in their art to take down these tanky boys on the side of Secret.
Zai.
Like Zai.
Can they get through him quick enough? He's gonna go for the TP away. Luckily, he has the right items to not die. But now he has got his Dark Rift on cooldown for 120 seconds.
He's going for Dagon on Timbersaw, by the way, apparently. And he dies so fast. I don't get it.
Like the only way he thinks he's gonna survive is if he manages to kill Pugda first. This is the next level strategy.
He actually has a blink as well. Like blink kills. This hero, it's not the Timbersaw that we're used to. It's not that hero that is basically unkillable. He realized that no matter what tanky item build he goes for, he's still gonna die to the amp from the crab fight.
Oh, Troll might die. Ravage comes out, stuns him on the spot, and there's the Dagon to zap him down. Not even a chance to use the BKB or the Battle Trance. And that's the entrance they require.
Yeah. He has the buyback.
He doesn't want to have to commit it, but he might have to. Arme is whittling away at these buildings. A long time left on the Metamorphosis. Roll in. We'll stun him up. And mid one on the back line coming in. Buyback's going to be there. Coming out right now. BKB activated by Terrorblade to get down to the low ground. Mid one just has to Timber Chain away. Spirit Vessel was keeping him pretty damn low on HP. That's a big buyback committed. And now Yapsaw trying to find a play, trying to find a kill. Chance is going to be down to the Tidehunter, and then they're going to try and burn up Firestorm. Now moving in, Battletron's going to be here. Snowball saves, Yapsaw getting low on HP, Earthsplitter come through, does control up onto maybe, but now Walrus Punch turns around. Is it enough? Arme protected by this chance, but not enough. Nisha just runs him through and gets the kill. Soulbind locks those two together, but your Terrorblade gone. Now you need to retreat. LGD need an exit plan. They'll go for the TPs away. Can they actually make it though? Chalice will be able to. So will his supports. As X-Nova TPs away, and FY just walks it off.
It's a buyback on Nisha, so that's a bit problematic for Secret, but they defended their high ground. They lost the tier 3, but they still defended the Raxes and they killed both the Terrorblade and the Pugna. Now my question is Secret playing this defense so well, or is Terrorblade perhaps using that BKB a bit too early every single time? I'm not certain, because I have a feeling that he could time the BKB a bit later for these fights.
Oh. They got... Okay, X-Nova will be fine. He'll be forced stuffed away. Charles was waiting. That was beautifully played, though. Mid one was waiting, and he timed the Yules perfectly to interrupt the Glimmer Cave. I think this is just coming down to the Secret's defense. Like, they are so on point. Their optimization has always been about turtling. Like, that's the thing we said from an early point. Chalice, tanking everything right now. They're going to root him up. Firestorm getting a little bit low, but the Glimmer Cave does protect. And now moving in. Walrus Punch coming out. FY. Just trying to slow down Nisha, make sure he can't escape from this. Battle Trance on cooldown in 10 seconds. And Nisha cannot afford to die here. Snowball BKB does get popped, but not before he gets super low on HP. The Soulbind locks two together. Zai, mid one have no way out. They're going to use the Dark Rift now. Yule's going to be there. Zai, can he live? No! He's going to go down. Mid one stuck here with Yapsaw as well. They're going to try and move away quick enough. And on the side, they get rid of the Troll. 95 seconds without Nisha. This might be it, because PSG, they know there's no buyback on the Troll. They can go straight back to the base. And now Secret, they're about to invest their stocks in buying time. It's the only choice they have.
Only mid lane is pushing, and it's only one creep right now. So if they manage to kill it, they can definitely delay this push. Yeah, the creep just died, so I think it's buying some time for at least the Underlord to be up. And once you have the Underlord, you can continue spamming Firestorm, Echo Stomp, rolling kick, like boulder kicks. So you might lose one side, but not the other, at least, I think.
I'm not sure. Ame is hard to approach right now. He has picked up the data list. This is a big crit in Terrorblade. Who wants to walk close is the question.
Meta is up. He has that data list up.
Look how deep FY blinked there. There was literally no punishment or response. They just had to look at it unfazed and go, okay.
Let's see. Are they gonna take two sides? It's still 30 seconds. I don't.
Zai's taking too much damage from the illusions. He's down to half HP already. Ame's untouchable. They're going to move him right now. Warrior's Punch locks him in place. There's a Ravage as well. Zai can't move away. He's going to go down. Snowball holding on to it, looking for more. Buyback is going to come out, but mid one down to half HP. He hits too hard. Tries to timber chain away just in time with the Yules. It will allow him to escape. Now they go in, looking for a kill. They'll be able to find him. The Grimstroke is going to go down. Magnetize is activated, but Puppey taking too much damage. Life Drain will be able to burn him out. Yapsel trying to roll away quick enough. The BKB activates. Terrorblade moves in, finds it. They have no easy way to approach Ame in these fights. Up to 36 armor, 1.7k HP would make him seem like a glass cannon. But this glass cannon hits hard with that Daedalus pickup.
So they bought back Zai, they bought back Puppey, but the Troll, yeah, he's up, and they didn't lose the second set of Raxes, which is probably fine for Secret. I think they're satisfied with how that went, because it could have been much worse. And now the Trosh is up, there's no meta up. And because of that, they can just go and try and sneak it in this way. However,
FY knows.
Yeah, he's definitely on it. He's pinging it, he's gonna use shards very soon to check it. There we go.
Nisha, he's hesitant to continue here. Oh, FY moves in, that's a little bit greedy. He'll turn around, the Firestorm comes out. Snowball will buy a little bit of time, but now he needs to escape. He needs a way out. Well, the axes don't connect, Stomp doesn't either. Ame, he's got pretty deep right now. They might have control. Mid one went very deep himself, actually. Forces FY to use the mech. Now Nisha with the BKB. He needs to find something for this or he's in trouble. They're so split up right now. Mid one trying to find escape through the back. Zai's going to root them on the spot. The Firestorm come down as well and Stomp follow up. And actually, Chow's pretty far forward. He doesn't have a Ravage for 60 seconds. This may be overly bold. But right now, Nisha knows he can't fight. Without the BKB, there's a good chance he gets decrepified and Dagon down.
Yeah, he has no BKB, so they have to back off. But the problem for Secret is the fact that Terrorblade, he's just waiting for that cooldown. He's just waiting for 15 more seconds. He's going to have that meta. And after that, the game changes. After that, PSG, they're no longer the hunted. They become the hunters.
Dimsor will go for the TP out. He should be able to make it just in time. Look too close for comfort. Mid one just reminded of his mortality. And they might actually have to forfeit the Roche at this rate. BKB coming off cooldown, 15 seconds for the Troll. Can Nisha really fight up against this is the question, though.
Well, they do have Puppey there, preventing them from...
Slow things down. Warrior's Punch coming out, though. Zai, a little bit too far forward, down to half HP race. Soulbind links them together. Nisha taking a lot of damage, actually now from the Life Drain. Ravage doesn't lock him in position for the Life Drain. BKB comes out. Nisha can stand and fight against this now. And he's going to have to force him. He doesn't actually have the man of the battle trance. He's going to go down. Ame finds the big kill. The big pick off of mid one. He can't move away quick enough. The crits are just too big. Yapsel finally getting in, but a little bit too late. The Boulder Smash gets the kill next. Nova. But he'll be joining his comrades in the grave. GG comes out. They know it's all over. Game one goes the way of LGD, and the crippling part about that fight was the fact that Troll had no mana left for the battle trance, no chance for Secret to turn around that fight.
Yeah. Sadly for him, he had only 70 mana. You need 150, which means he needed 80 more mana to use that ulti, which he couldn't. But let's be honest, even if he used it, like nothing would have changed. So NA Mat does not help him here.
It's
even
like
if he had it on his side, it just doesn't help.
It's like I'm casting with the Bosnian version of the Count from Sesame Street. One, two. Suddenly 80s doesn't make 70. All right, we're good to go. But no,
listen, we woke up at 3 a.m.
I'm surprised you're keeping math as well, to be honest.
So like addition is like I can't go any further than that.
I'm impressed you went that far. But that does mean that LGD, off to a hot start. They looked very convincing in that game against Team Secret. Like, that wasn't... Let's be fair here. Nothing against Team Secret, but that wasn't really close.
Yeah, it wasn't really. And I have a feeling Timbersaw is probably the main reason why it felt that way, because like they had no safe laner. This Timber, it didn't feel like a hero at any point. It didn't feel like he was that Timber saw that pressures you, that forces like 4-man rotations to kill him. Because at any given point in the game, Tuskar and Tusk King, obviously FY, and X Nova on his Grimstroke were just fine on their own dealing with him. Like they with that vessel pickup, he had to go for Yules instantly. Then he couldn't deal with Phantom's Embrace. It's just like they picked Timber, so it felt like a block pick, but at the same time, it felt like a horrible pick for them.
And of course, not take anything away from LGD, especially X Nova. His performance in this Grimstroke was outstanding. Every single Phantom's Embrace, crucial and important, and always found his target.
Yeah.
But that does mean we're going to have a short break, guys. We'll be back shortly with game number 2 here. These are best of 3s, of course. So stay tuned. We'll see if LGD can just stomp through Secret, or if Secret are going to reassess their tanky lineup and say, maybe we need a little bit more damage. Maybe we need a little bit more kill potential.